Hi guys, welcome back to my second video in my Lord of the Rings Family Guy sticker series. So these have just arrived and I'm really excited, so I'm going to open these at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned. But first, let's take a quick look at the process. So this is Quagmire from Family Guy as Legolas from Lord of the Rings. And you can see that I've got my design already drawn out on screen before I started recording here. The first thing I'm going to record is me creating the line art, or creating a neater line art, I should say. So think of that coloured one in the background more as a sketch. And the reason I don't record the actual sketching of this, it takes me so long to get the design right. It's not very interesting to watch me draw that bit basically. So I try to get it to this point ready for a video where I can start inking it. Not that the inking process is overly interesting to watch. I don't show the entire thing obviously, because you will notice to get smooth lines, I quite often have to redo the line over and over, hitting the undo button, Ctrl and Z, on the keyboard, until I get it right. I am a bit of a perfectionist with things like this, especially when I'm getting it made into a sticker design. I needed to make sure that everything was as perfect as I could get it. And that's actually one of the reasons I use Clip Studio Paint for this. It used to be called Manga Studio. I work mainly in Photoshop for everything that I do, but I find that I cannot get neat line art in Photoshop, at least not compared to something like Clip Studio Paint. The pen in this program is just much neater, has much better flow to it, it makes things a little bit easier. And I'm only showing a bit of the line art because if I recorded the full thing and sped it up, the screen just goes crazy. So there it is once the line art is ready. And the next step, of course, is to start blocking in some colours. So I'm doing each colour on an individual layer, just in case I need to edit any of these, and they will all be below the line art layer. So for example, I've done a layer for his skin tone, I've done a layer for his hair, a layer for the mouth, and each bit of his clothing is on an individual layer as well. There's no harm in doing this all on one layer, and it would certainly be a little bit easier to keep organised in the layers panel on the right hand side. But I just find if I do need to change anything, it is much quicker to do if each bit is on its own layer. So if you watched my first sticker video, you'll know it was exactly the same process as it will be for each character. But I still wanted to create a video for these because I'm really enjoying making each of these characters. I still haven't decided every character and who I'm going to make them. So, you know, which character from Family Guy is going to be which character from Lord of the Rings. I've got my first few ready in my head, but there's still a few I'm undecided on. I would love to hear in the comments below who you guys would have as each character, and let's see if it matches up with any of the ones that I've got in mind. So there he is with his flat colours on, and the final job here, on another layer, again below the line art but on top of the flat colour layer, I'm going to create a shading layer. And I'm keeping it quite simple because Family Guy is a basic cartoon shading style, and adding the shadow just by darkening the colour below. Again, I'm trying to keep it just to one tone though. I'm not used to doing cartoons, so I actually found it difficult to not go too over the top, and I think I probably added too much detail in the shadows for a cartoon. I don't think a lot of it will even show up in a sticker design just because they're not as big as you're seeing it now. But I felt like I had to get each shadow right before I could carry on, before I could send them off to print. So I will put a link below the video to my Etsy store in case any of you guys want to purchase them. And I'm going to leave the cell shading at that. So the only other things I do off camera is I add a lighting layer, just very subtle, just in the same way I've done the shading layer. And then I've added a white outline around it, just so that it works well as a sticker design. So it is finally time to unbox these, or unopen them I should say. And I actually have two orders in this package. I've got my second and my third sticker of this series, but I'm going to save the third one for next time. So first of all, this is actually sticker number 3. I'm not going to turn these over. I'm curious to see if any of you guys can guess what this one is. Leave a comment below if you think you know. So we've got another sticker from Sticker App, which is the company I had these printed with. And there you go. Quagmire as Legolas. So let me just get these open. So yeah, as mentioned, I used the company Sticker App to get these made. Sticker Wrap are the company that I had my Peter Aragorn sticker made with, and because I wanted them all to look the same, I figured I'd get this full series printed at the same place, just to be on the safe side. So you can see just the way the light reflects off that, how glossy that is. And let's just show these two together. So this was a sticker I had made the other week, and this is sticker number 2 of the series. He does actually look quite small in comparison with Peter, but I did measure them and I tried to get it right, so hopefully that is right. And he is bent over, so let me lift these up to the camera so you can actually see them a little bit better. I actually wasn't sure if Peter was printed a little bit too dark, so I asked them to lighten these next 2 stickers just a little bit, but hopefully they still match. But it's looking pretty cool, I'm pretty happy with that. So I'm going to leave the video at that. As already mentioned, I do have sticker 3 here, ready for me to record the next video. So let me know in the comments below if you can guess who this is. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. As always, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button, leave me a comment below. Make sure you share the video with anyone you know that loves Lord of the Rings or Family Guy as much as I do. And make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks everyone.